Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be all about the altcoin GMX and we're going to waste absolutely no time here. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to take a deep dive into the current GMX chart. We've got a very clear range in my opinion here for GMX where we've deviated below for many days and then come back within the range. And we've had no real closures above this range on the 3 daily time frame or below this range on the 3 daily time frame. But we have had a lot of wicks to the upside, which suggests to me that this zone here for GMX is going to be the bid zone. I'm not going to lie, I have already been bidding GMX up and around these levels just because of the trend line to the downside. Possible retest here gets front run the zone, possibly this range that everyone's looking for doesn't get taken. We run from here just for the sake of a couple of percentages points to the downside. I am starting to bid here for GMX and things are looking good in my opinion. We've got a very clear what seems to be a deviation below the range, and we've been in this range for a long time, which if it's accumulation, we're setting up for an expansive move to the upside, which with an altcoin like this, which is not too high in the market cap, and the return of retail investors coming back to the market and interest in cryptocurrency, I do think GMX could be setting up for a very expansive move to the upside, with it being a decentralized exchange ready for the narratives. But jumping back into the charts, we can see a very clear what we want to see: a retest here, possible one bounce, two bounce. If we do come to the bottom of this range up and around $41, $42, everyone is going to be calling for this trend line break. A lot of liquidity below there. I do think at this point down here with this trend line retest, bounce once, bounce twice, everyone calling for the trend line break. And if we take a deep dive into the current, we'll take it, bring it back down to the bottom. Take a deep dive into the RSI on the 3 daily time frame. We've got a little bit more room to jump to the downside, in my opinion. Possibly a trend line break to the downside again to scare the market participants here. Little bounce here, trend line break, get the trend line retest on the way down, come back up and then work its way back to the upside, which in my opinion for GMX we're going to get them highs taken. So we'll take the RSI off there and get these drawings off just to clean the chart up a little bit, and we can do some work on the Fibonacci after we've analyzed this current range and the trend. Very simple setup here in my opinion for GMX, but one that people are ignoring in my opinion. So let's just take the trend based Fibonacci from low to this high. If all of this is corrective move here where we've taken highs and taken lows, then we're going to potentially be looking at the 1.272 extension up and around the 1.414 as well. $86 to $92, which from current levels would be taking a nice percentage move. 80, 90, nearly 100% move. Could that be the move that we're setting up here for GMX? We do know the market makers like to look for them 100% moves, so let's expand that out there and take a look at where 100% would be from. And we're talking about this $45 region, which aligns exactly at the trend line down, the downside trend line and the upside trend line. Could that be your zone, $44? Do think that would be a really nice entry zone. But all in all, for GMX right now, things are looking very, very good in my opinion. We're yet to see the decentralized exchange narrative really come through this this cycle, and with Bitcoin now hovering and potential lower time frame drop in dominance coming, I do think altcoins like this could perform very, very well after taking all of the liquidity that's needed. So let's take a look at the real Fibonacci with the candle body closures from high to low, and take a look at where that 70% and 78% aligns at. That aligns at the 1-to-1 and 0.9 of the trend based Fibonacci. So I think we've got a couple of targets there, one up and around $86, $92, and we've also got another target for a nice 60-70% move. So I do think for GMX spot bidding here, not a bad idea. Of course, it's not financial advice, but then we take a real zoomed out perspective. Our higher time frame targets are going to be up and around 160, 200, and all the way up to them $300 regions. Is it something so out of the ordinary to see a potential from the lows? Let's take a look at what that would be. Have we seen 800, 900% moves in altcoins like this before? Absolutely. That's a nothing move in the altcoin market. We've seen thousands of percent play out in the last cycle. So I think people lose patience, especially when you see accumulation phases that have lasted this long. It's not always easy when you see ranges lasting, nearly a year. But when the expansive move does come, if it goes to the upside, we're going to be looking at least 100%. You've got a nice inverse head and shoulder setup there. Maybe we come down and take this range, maybe we don't, maybe we just go from these current levels here, but either way for GMX things are looking very, very good. We've got confluence with the Fibonacci. We've got confluence really with market sentiment, people getting a bit bored with this coin, and really not that many people talking about it, to be honest. So it's one of them coins that if you pump 100, 200, 300%, everyone's going to be saying, wow, yeah, what a great coin this is. You get something like this, we get the expansive move. Oh yeah, I want to buy. But these are the levels where we're going to be exiting the market, taking our initial investment out, like we've done with many other altcoins like Polkadot, Fetch AI, many coins that people are now talking about, Solana. Just go back to the channel 8-9 months ago when I was making all them videos on Fetch AI and Solana. People wasn't talking about it, people wasn't bothered, but after you get a move like this, market sentiment returns, retail return, a lot more people end up watching the videos on YouTube, and you get more subscribers on Twitter. And Google Trends, you see a lot more people analysing and looking for cryptocurrencies. These are all signs that retail are returning to the market. Does it mean that the market's topped? Absolutely not. Retail can be in the market for 3 to 6 months, in my opinion, with true euphoric price action. So coins like this, when we've not seen the move to the upside, I think you need to be keeping an eye on, especially when you've had year-long accumulation phases. We know that the year-long accumulation phases tend to pump at least 100%. So look to take out certain percentages at key levels like we're going to be doing, but then leave the rest to ride to upper levels, leaving yourself risk-free in the market. And as always, it's just sitting back, relaxing, letting the market makers do the work and letting the market do what it wants. We'll have a plan. If the market invalidates our idea, we'll go ahead and take out a loss, potential 20-30% loss. We're willing to do that in the market like this. We know we can be wrong, but at the same time, we don't want to be giving up potential ideas and potential opportunities like this for GMX. So a very quick style video here, guys. It's not financial advice, but as always, just sit back, relax, let the market do the work. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's just CryptoRyan17, and if you want to follow me on Patreon, it is just CryptoRyan17. I'll leave both the links in the description below. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you next time.